What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Epic Tiki podcast. My guest today is Calen G.
What up? How's it going, eh?
And I'm Luke Soin. I forgot to say that part. What's up? Oh, yeah, you're not Canadian. You're from here.
Yeah.
You were born in the States.
Born in Arizona.
Yes. But your father,
He's,
previous guest, Jimmy Earll.
Yeah. From Canada.
Yeah.
But super Filipino.
Yes. Was your mom from Canada or Arizona?
No, my mom is actually from here. Like in the, I think the Modesto area.
Okay.
Madera.
Get up more on the mic if you can.
Madera.
There we go, yeah. It's like a stage mic situation. So.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. I end up talking louder, and then the other person's like here, and they're quiet, and I'm like, ah. That's okay.
You can
need
swear
a
on this
producer.
podcast?
You can, yeah. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I've heard sometimes I'll hear other podcasts, they'll be like, don't swear in the first 5 or 10 minutes, or YouTube will, but I guess it doesn't
Oh, really?
matter.
Oh, my bad. Damn it.
I don't know if that's real, though. I feel like it changes all the time. Like, all the stuff, it's like, it's always, you hear this, and it's that, and then later, no, it's actually this now. You know what I mean?
They change it
Like-
so often, too.
Yeah, like best practices for posting. It's so confusing.
Yeah.
I can't keep up. I'm just doing this podcast for fun. Yeah. But how are you? I don't know. We already talked for like 20 minutes.
I know. I should have shut up. That was my bad.
No, it's okay. I'm still learning the balance. I think there's a lot of art to podcasting. You have to figure out like how, like, because it's weird if you just walk in and I'm like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like not making
We just
eye
don't
contact.
look at each other.
Yeah.
You put me in another room.
Yeah. I sequester you.
Yeah.
I have these, they're like servants, and they have like their lips are tied with like, it's just
Yeah.
like
They're stitched together.
Yeah, stitched together. They have no eyes. They're like, right, this.
The other podcast guests, they're just waiting in there.
Yeah. There's like a line of famous comedians. You're like, wow, you got some good guests there.
Shit.
Why is it so creepy here, though? But yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm still learning how to do it. Okay, you got to go over there. He's going to keep doing this. I don't know why I let him have the ball. If you're listening, then my dog Nacho is playing with his ball, and he's kind of being annoying, but it's okay. He's very cute, so it's okay. You should watch it then, I don't know if anyone's listening. We get like 20 people. Thanks for, I'll do this. I'll be like, hey, thanks for being on the show. We get like 20 views, so you're helping me.
Dude, no, it's kind of cool. This is my first podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I think it is.
You never done any podcast before?
No.
I guess no one's really doing it that much, like in Sacramento, no one's really.
Yeah. I've done like radio stuff, but
Yeah.
I just like introduced myself and that was it. But that's about it.
Are you? Yeah, because so if you guys don't know, Calen opens for Carlos Mencia all the time.
Good time. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Very good time.
Do you feature or host or both?
I usually, it depends. If it's like not California, I'll usually feature. But if it's like California, he has a lot of like, other comedian buddies that, especially in LA, when we go to LA,
Yeah.
there's like so many people that come out. So
it's like a showcase until his set.
yeah. So there'll be like a lot of people coming by, hanging out and like doing sets. So those ones, I don't even like need. I always tell them like, yo, I don't need to go on this one because there's so many people like wanting to get on.
Yeah.
LA, not too much, but if we're in like a different state or,
Where there's not like a comedy scene that's huge and he doesn't have friends or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we did, like what's one that we did? We did a smaller town in Michigan, and there's like no one out there, so it was just me and him.
Like Royal Oak or something?
What was it called? Jackson.
Oh, I don't even know that one.
Jackson, they had like a theater over there, Jackson, Michigan. And then, yeah. And then there's other markets that are like smaller that it's usually just me and him or.
Yeah.
But I've only like been doing it with him a lot for a few months now.
Oh, okay. So, because your dad was opening for him and then he took you with him and then you took his spot, kind of?
Yeah, kind of. So like when I wanted to start comedy, like stand up, I saw Funny People. I watched Funny People, and I used to do ukulele stuff, but it was never stand up.
Yeah.
And so I did ukulele stuff. My dad has been doing it for a while, And
Sorry, let me know if he's bothering you.
no,
Okay.
it's all good. He's getting somewhere down there. What's going on? Shit.
You dirty dog. He does this to everybody that comes in here.
Shit. Sorry, that was weird. My
Little
bad.
crotch face doggy.
But yeah, so I watched Funny People, and like I've seen my dad do it. I did the ukulele stuff. I really wanted to actually do stand up and get into it, and so I was actually getting ready to move to Phoenix for another job. I was just gonna be like a salesman or something, and then my dad was like, "Yo, you should come to Arizona because I'm opening for Carlos. Hang out, see how you like it."
This is after, because you were going to go to medical school, right? And then you canceled.
In college, I thought I was.
Yeah.
And then, like, when I graduated, I was thinking maybe dentistry or nursing.
Because your dad tells this story, like, and then he just comes to us and he's like, I want to be a comedian. And his mom was like,
Yeah, the Exorcist head thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's like a bit. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's why I know it. I'm like, did he tell me that story? Is it a bit he does on stage? Yeah.
And yeah, went to Arizona with them. It was at Stand Up Live.
Okay.
And
Phoenix, right?
yeah.
I saw where that is recently, but I still have not performed there.
Oh, really?
But it looks cool.
Yeah, it's a really
Got
nice
a Chipotle
club.
across the way.
Do they?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like in that little area?
That's why, yeah, I was there like a month ago, and we did some weird theater that's like by the convention center. But I was like, oh, I want Chipotle. So I walked over there, and then I was like, oh, shit, Stand Up Live is right there. Cool. And then Fahim Anwar was there that weekend.
Oh, nice.
I didn't see him or anything, but
The place across it, Copper Blues, is really cool, too.
oh yeah, that's like another. Is that Live Nation? I don't know. They had one next to like Levity Live in Oxnard. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do like a live karaoke thing or like a live band karaoke.
Yeah.
There, and it's pretty sweet. Do they do that at the Oxnard one too?
I don't know. I think when I was there, they had some kind of Latin like band. They
Checks
were
out.
doing like banda music or something like
That
that.
checks out for sure.
Good boy, Nacho.
Yeah, and then it was I didn't think I was gonna go up in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
but my dad, Carlos, was just like, oh, he wants to get into it. He can go up 5 minutes. So I did 5 minutes each show.
Yeah.
And I ate huge penis
Oh.
up there. But it was good. It was good penis, and I liked it.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I've loved it. So
Penis dipped in sugar.
yeah, yeah, some tahini.
Like
or
it was
whatever.
still a dick, but it tasted so good.
Yeah, yeah,
I need
yeah.
more of this dick. And then slowly over time, as you get better, it morphs into a nice little vagina.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
gross? I don't know.
So yeah, it was a good time.
So you just kept going with your dad, and then you got better and did more time, and then
Yeah, I think it was like after that, I was like, okay, this is dope,
yeah.
and I wanted because then we also went to El Paso the next weekend with him too,
Mm-hmm.
and so I kind of like was thrown into it.
Sink or
and, like,
swim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I like super in a good way too because I'm so lucky to, have that connection, and yeah, I just started to try to do shows here because my dad had the There Goes the Neighborhood, and he
Yeah.
kind of like let me take over that one.
Those shows are so fun. Like you guys are good at getting people to show up. Like I don't know, I'm bad at marketing. I don't know how you guys always have people.
It's just I think it's my dad's connections, and then
Yeah.
it's all my Dutch Bros.
Oh yeah,
My
you
Dutch
do.
Bros people.
Yeah.
They really support they're amazing at supporting the shows.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're
dude,
like young people that don't suck. Like I don't know. I feel like there was a few years where it felt like, oh, Gen Z or anyone younger than millennials don't get comedy, and it's like that's not true. I think there was just like a weird bubble of time where that happened. But
yeah.
because I've made young people laugh. I'm almost 30. I am 38. Is that old? I don't know anymore.
No.
I think it's old.
But yeah, the Dutch Bros people are really good about showing some support. And they'll go to like several of my shows, and I'll be saying the same stuff, and they're still very supportive about it. So, love you guys.
Yeah, comment below if you're from Dutch Brothers and you're watching this.
Yeah. Shit.
I think I have like 6 or 7 people like that come to my backyard show, and they're this group of people that come from Woodland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think like one guy came once. I don't know which one was the first one. And then he was just friends with people. Like somehow he found it and he came out and then just brought more. And now there's just this group of people that come all the time. And one of them, this one guy comes and he like threw up on my ladder outside one time.
Oh, really?
It was pretty gross. It was like the kind of puke where it's like there was nothing left for some reason, but it was his first puke. You know what I mean? Like it was just like pure evil. He was like, bleh. I don't know. That's what it looked like to me.
Your show's really fun too.
I hope so. Yeah. I need to, I don't know. I feel like the attendance has been lower, but I don't think I'm marketing well. Like, I don't know. My friend was telling me how to do the Instagram ads better, so I have to do that for the next one. But
you know what I do? Like we'll do our show in like Phoenix or Houston. We've been doing it, and like people that I've met doing shows, and I get their Instagram, I'll personally message them, and that has a very high success rate that I found out.
So people who've been to the show, when you're coming back, you're like, hey, we're going to be back. Like, come out.
Yeah. Or it's like I meet people doing Carlos's shows.
Yeah.
I'll personally message them and be like, yo, I'll be out here if you want to come by.
Yeah.
We do like a guest list, so it's like less pressure.
Yeah. They don't have to like spend that upfront ticket money. They still have to buy drinks or whatever, but
Yeah, but you don't have to pay money for a ticket.
Yeah.
But I found a very high success rate. And it's like more personable, and then like it gives you an opportunity to get to know them a little bit better, because then they'll like make a little conversation. So
I'm not good at that stuff. Like after a show, if someone's like, good job, I'll be like, thank you. Yeah, thanks. And then I don't go. I've been trying to get better. Sometimes I do it, but other times I can't pull out my phone and be like, give me a follow, or here's a QR code.
Thing to ask.
Yeah.
Right?
But you kind of have to, like, if you want to get to that next level, that's like the hustler part. Like that's what Kevin Hart did. Yeah. It's like he made an email list or whatever, and he just was really ruthless about it. Yeah. Or I don't know if ruthless is the right word, but just, like on it. Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like I'm bothering them, even if I did a great job, sometimes they kind of don't make eye contact, or they're weird, or maybe it's just me being like awkward. I don't want to. So they're like, okay. Yeah. I don't know. It's like, it's so hard for me.
No, I'm the same way. Cause I feel like I don't want to bug anyone. I don't want to be a burden or anything. I don't know.
Yeah. I have that same like inclination. It's like, it's in my family, like my mom's side of the family. We're all like, I'm sorry. It's okay. So like, I don't know what that is or why we have it, but
that's the Filipino in me. I feel like. Just trying to people please all the time. Oh, sorry. I'll try to. I don't want to bother you with my Instagram. So.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a Russian thing, but that's all I got on that side of the family as far as I know. So. I mean, my grandma was like born in China.
Really?
Yeah, because her parents like escaped the Russian Revolution and they went east. And then they lived there for a while, and then they came to America.
Damn.
So, like, we're not Chinese at all. But sometimes when I was growing up, it felt like there was a little bit of Chinese because...
A little cultured?
Yeah. Can I do that?
I think you can.
Yeah. Just a little bit. But because we would go to, like, the really cool Chinese restaurants in San Francisco, and I'd always feel like I know where the good ones are. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Do they know you, too?
No. I mean...
Oh, rook. That's a rook.
Yeah.
That's a rookosaur. Sorry, that's fucked up. My bad.
My favorite chess piece. He only moves forward and side to side and back. I feel like that's not that stereotype, but I've never really seen it in person, actually. Like, do people actually do that? They switch the R and the L?
I think so.
Maybe I've heard it once or twice, like, for real. Like an Uber driver or something where he said something and I'm like, oh, there it is. But
see, I feel like I'm around obviously Filipinos a lot. Mm-hmm. Maybe Vietnamese. So I'm not around the Chinese people as much.
Yeah.
But maybe I need to be.
Should expand to the other Asian populations.
Maybe I need to hang out with them.
There's a much bigger It's a huge fan base you're passing.
This
in.
probably seems so racist, but I'm part Asian, so I can say it.
Yeah.
I looked it up on Google before we did this.
I think we established it. You said your dad Filipino at the beginning, so they know.
Yeah.
Unless they're starting in the middle, which would be weird. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
He's starting at like minute 15 or whatever it is. Yes.
So that's cool, man. What else you been up to?
What else?
You doing some shows recently?
Yes, I just got back from Denver and Salt Lake City.
Were you with Doctor?
Yes, Dr. Brady.
Dr. Brady.
Brady. I'm afraid to do the thing. Yeah, my friend Joe is booking his tour for him. So this was like, I've done like 3 or 4 dates with them already.
Cool.
And then it's kind of exhausting to like fly every day for 3 days in a row. Because it was like fly to Denver, which isn't that far, but just the whole process. Do you feel exhausted when you fly? Like, does it take something out of you?
Dude, it really does.
Yeah.
It's, especially like when I fly back, and then if it's like Texas or like somewhere on the East Coast, you're leaving at like 2:00 our time. You're waking up at like 2:00 our time.
Oh, 2 a.m.
Yeah, because we usually do like really early morning flights, on the way back.
But waking up, I stay up till midnight or 11 most nights. So do you even go to sleep, or do you go to sleep early?
Sometimes I won't go to sleep.
Yeah.
But other times you just get a few hours, then I try to sleep on the plane.
Which isn't real sleep at all.
No, not at all. It's the worst kind of sleep.
Yeah. It's like fitful. And then I always have like I'll start mouth breathing and I'll be like,
yeah.
Like either my mouth gets dry or it'll just like stop because like the position, it like closes up my airway.
Yeah, sleeping on the plane is not good at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been very exhausting some of the days.
Yeah.
And then I get back and then I have to work at my peasant job the next day.
Yeah.
And it's
your humbling peasant job.
Yeah. I get so like irritable or just like really quiet. I don't want to, because I'm just so tired.
Yeah. Even with all that caffeine around you and all those bubbly Dutch Bros people. I feel like if you go to a Dutch Bro, they're just like, what's up? How's it going? Because they're just, are you guys drinking all day like coffee?
Yeah, there's just a lot of, they just all do cocaine basically.
Yeah.
That was a stupid joke. That's not true at all. I don't know why I said that. I was trying to be funny. That was a stupid joke. Sorry about that. My bad. Fuck that. My bad.
Get out of here. Fucking seriously.
But I've been trying to not drink as much caffeine. That's why I feel like I'm probably dead during my shifts.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I've just been trying to stay away from it.
I mean, I can only have like a grande size, sorry, Starbucks reference.
It's okay.
Grande sized cup of whatever. Like I just that's all I can have a day, I think, or it's too much. Like I get anxious, or if it's after 2 or 3, then I have trouble sleeping later or just being chill,
That's how it should be. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, some of these kids are drinking like an insane amount of caffeine every day.
Yeah.
Like over 300 milligrams. Maybe 4 or 5. It's so crazy.
I wonder if there's some kind of long-term effect from this.
Oh, dude, there's actually a lot of... The reason why I stopped because my heart started to feel weird. And a lot of other people that work there, their hearts kind of feel weird too.
They get like an arrhythmic...
Because they do this...
Heart murmur.
Yeah. They do this thing.
They're like coming to work like, I'm taking Lipitor now. I don't even know if that's the right thing.
They do this thing where like they will shotgun the energy drinks. They're called Rebels.
Oh my God.
And so they'll shotgun Rebels.
Wait, Rebel?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying Red Bull.
It's like the same thing.
Okay. But it's caffeine or it's like coffee related?
Yeah, it's like an energy drink. And so some people will shotgun a nitro cold brew, which is, I think it's like almost 300 milligrams of caffeine.
I've had one before.
It's a lot. And
it tastes good. I like the foamy sort of...
It's smooth, yeah. It's nice.
It's like a Guinness.
Yeah, a Guinness of, yeah.
But it just makes you like...
Yeah.
Like, fucking, let's do something.
Yeah, it'll get you wired for sure.
That's the closest I've ever been to cocaine because I'm afraid to try cocaine.
I am too.
Have you never tried it?
No.
Jimmy, stop watching.
No, my dad is actually cool. He knows about
He does lots of cocaine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's my
Jimmy. What a bad dad.
No, my dad and I will actually talk about drug experiences, like my dad's done. Actually, should I say this? Because he has a practice and shit.
Don't say anything. It'll get him in trouble.
Yeah.
I try to do minimal editing on this show, but I can if I have to cut something.
Nah, my dad doesn't do anything.
Calen's having a seizure. There's a flashing light in the room. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's crazy. I was going to say, yeah, so I was in Denver and Salt Lake City. That's where I was because you were asking. And
Was it Friday, Denver?
Thursday, Friday.
Okay.
I came home on Saturday. So, yeah, it was kind of a weird almost weekend where, yeah, Denver was Thursday at the Oriental Theater. Sorry.
Was it a ratify? Sorry. I'll stop.
I made this joke one because I was hosting, so I came out and I was like, hey, I did all the like, give it up for yourselves, give it up for your bar and wait staff, give it up for Dr. Brady. And then I was like, so yeah, welcome to the Oriental Theater. Am I allowed to say that? And then I was like, well, it's a lot better than last night when we were at the N-word Theater.
Oh, God.
So it's like, that's...
How did they... Wait, was that in Salt Lake or Denver?
Denver.
What did the
They
people
seemed
of Denver
to
think?
They laughed,
Okay.
but I don't know, the video. It sucks because the video didn't capture the laughter as loud as it felt on the stage. So I don't know. I'll probably still put the clip out, but I know it was funny and I was happy with the. I like having like some kind of opening riff because it makes it like you're in the moment, and then everything you say is more like maybe he's making it up. It's fun. If you just come out and you're like, do your bit, your act like I'm a white, sorry, blah blah blah. Then it's very rehearsed or robotic feeling.
Yeah.
So that was fun, but. Yeah, that was a cool show. They made it like we filled it pretty good. And it's weird. It's like a rock venue. Like a lot of the stuff that plays there is like metal-y or like electronic kind of underground shit.
Oh, nice.
But it was and then they said that Sam Talent used to perform there a lot when he lived there, and then they would do like Little People Wrestling, and he would do commentary with his comedian friends. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So like I guess they fit the whole ring on the. Well, I mean, I guess they could fit a smaller ring on the stage, but so like it sounded really cool. I was like, oh man, I wish I was here for that.
That's dope.
Yeah, all these theaters have such a weird little they have quirks and personality.
Yeah.
Like this one, the green room was. So there's a stage and there's stairs that you can get to the stage from the audience. But if you go up the stairs, there's a back door that goes out across an alley. And then there's this little, it's not even like a strip mall. It's just like a little building with there's a hair salon. And then there's one room that's the green room. So you have to cross an alley to get to the green room, which is cool. But then I was kind of like, I don't want to leave anything in here because the door's just kind of open, or someone has to take the key and lock it.
Is someone working there is watching over it or no?
No, it's because I think a lot of these kind of places are alternative venues, so they're more music. So I'm assuming maybe normally there'd be an agent or a manager or some roadie that's just hanging out watching the gear, or the stuff. Because if there's a band of 4 to 6 guys or ladies or whatever, they probably have a bunch of junk in there, and then someone's watching it or some kind of system. But I was like, I have my camera and I brought my laptop. So it's just I'm carrying around a lot of money of gear, it's $8,000 of stuff. Oh, so I'm I don't want to leave that around. Yeah, but it was interesting. It was cool.
How was the Salt Lake show?
It was good. It was, they were a little bit more reserved. I don't know if that's because there were Mormons in the audience, but because Dr. Brady is a Mormon.
Oh, he is?
He's a cool Mormon though.
Oh, that's
His show's PG-13. He'll cuss during the show, and he says motherfucker in one part. So he's like, my show is technically PG-13 because I get one F-bomb.
Oh, really? So he only says it once. He only drops it once.
Yeah, because I think he's it's not even because of the Mormon stuff, because he's he doesn't care about that really. I mean, I think he cares about he's Mormon, but he's not oh, I can't have caffeine or I can't do this, or I think he's a chill Mormon, which I didn't know they made those. But yeah, so his parents were there though, and I don't know how many people were there. I think some of his uncles maybe, and they're all pretty Mormon. So it was interesting, that they came when he told them what the show would be, but they were still down to come to the show. But I think that they enjoyed it. because he said afterwards they were like, "Yep, that was great, son. It's really cool to see what you're doing, and good job." So I was like, "All right." And then he had his mom. She wanted to introduce him, so I was hosting the show, and then after the feature, I came out and I was like, "We have a special guest for you to introduce your headliners." And she came out and she did like 2 or 3 minutes of stand up.
Really?
Kind of, yeah. She was just telling like a story or something.
Oh,
I was like running around and checking the camera, so I wasn't like paying attention. But she said a few things, and then she brought him out, and it was really cute. She was a really
dope.
sweet, nice lady, so that's cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so it was a wholesome show.
Mormons like to get down.
Yeah,
I did some.
Especially the
stuff in Salt Lake.
ex-Mormons. They're like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm
Oh,
gonna have
yeah.
fun now.
They get down.
Yeah. Those are some of the best audiences, I feel like, because they're just like, they were suppressed for so long.
That
and now
they're just ready to laugh at, or they want to laugh.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like that a little because when I grew up, I was like Russian Orthodox. So it wasn't like Mormonism or anything, but just my dad was really religious. So they're, just like, he'd be like, sex doesn't exist until you're married, stuff like that. And then we just, I don't know, just like I didn't get to see some movie. Like some movies are okay, some weren't. Like anything sexual was like, he was really weird about sex stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why when your dad on that episode was talking about all the swinger stuff, which we can get into in a minute, is like, he's like, I was like, you're such a cool dad because you don't, he's like, well, I mean, he's an adult. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, that's what you should say. You shouldn't be like, no, you have to be married or I won't talk to you if you're having sex with people.
Yeah.
That's what my dad was like.
Really?
Like, we weren't talking and then he died. Like it was,
Oh, shit.
yeah, it's okay. I didn't mean to bring it down, everybody, but no, I mean, it's like it's sad. And then he kind of ruined his relationship with me and my sister because she wouldn't talk to her either because she had a kid, but she wasn't married. And then she finally got married, but it was like after he passed away. But it's also like she shouldn't have to get married for him to have a relationship with her and my niece.
Yeah.
Who he never even like picked up, like because he was like, well, you're not. Yeah, he was like pretty weird.
Huh.
So
Just like a old school kind of tough Russian dude. Like,
I mean, he wasn't Russian. Like he was born in the Bay Area.
oh,
Like-
I thought he was. Oh, that was your mom.
But both my parents were born in the Bay Area, but their parents were from like the old country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like basic. Like when I say I'm Russian, it's like I did Russian stuff as a kid, but I'm like an American. Or I'm a sleeper agent.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen up.
Train car, box car. What is the code for the Winter Soldier? Do you remember that?
No,
You're not a Marvel guy.
not as much as I should. No, I haven't seen a lot of them.
You don't have to. Should be. Nobody has to.
No, I feel like I should because I hear they're amazing.
Well, if you have Disney Plus, you can go through all of it pretty much
I
in
don't.
order.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Well,
Jimmy, get on that.
yeah, Jimmy, get the Earl family,
Yeah, get us
the
a Disney
G family,
Plus,
get
cut.
them back on Disney Plus. That's funny. Do you not use your full last name because of your dad's dental practice?
No, I do on stage.
Oh, okay.
I do. I go by my full name on stage.
Oh, okay. So you don't go by Calen G.
No.
Oh, okay.
I sometimes I just tell people to say G because like they'll be like,
Oh, it's
huh?
like hard to say. For
yeah,
people?
they'll be like, how do you say this?
Genobaga.
And I'm like, Genobaga. They're like Genobaga. Or they say I've heard so many.
Genobaga.
Yeah.
Genobaga.
Genoboinga, I think I've heard.
Genoboinga.
I'm like, are you speaking Swahili? What are you doing, Don?
They're like Jenna.
Yeah.
I like Jenna
Where did you see
Boinga. That's a
that?
good one. That should be your new Instagram handle.
Genoboinga? Maybe, yeah.
Jenno Boinga.
Genoboinga.
There's like a little like sign language in there too. Jenna Boinga.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wait, yeah. So the shows are cool. But yeah, so okay, let's I want to ask you about it because that's like I wasn't not going to have you on. Obviously, like you were on the list, but we fast tracked the episode because your dad said that you were doing swinger shit on the road, and I was like, wait, what? And then he's like, I don't know if we can say it. It was funny. I marked off like I thought I had to cut that whole segment, and then he was like, actually, you can keep that, but cut this other thing we talked about. So I had to cut something
I wonder
else.
what it was. Maybe we'll talk about it off so we can.
It was just like about local comics, like too specific, you know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I could tell you what later if like it remind me. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well, first of all, I want to clarify because my dad's acting like I'm just slinging dick every city I go to.
I mean, you
just going to these.
I will say,
random-
like, and I don't know, but when you have your Dutch Bros friends come out, there's a lot of young, cute women, and I don't know how many of them are like. You know.
No, they're all friends.
Okay.
They're all good friends. Yeah.
Because you guys are all in a club.
Yeah.
Where
So
you got a little bowl, you put your keys in it. Does anyone do that anymore? Like, do you do the keys thing? That's like a thing in movies. I don't know if that's real.
what, like the
Yeah, like a swinger party. You, like, there's a bowl and you put your keys in it, and then I think you grab the key, and it's like, ooh, who's this gonna be?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that's a '60s thing. I don't know.
Well, see, I haven't actually been to a swingers party.
Okay. Well, that's disappointing.
Let me go through the timeline of this whole swinger stuff.
Okay.
So I went to Houston, and I was doing shows out there. After one of the shows, this guy, he was like the road manager guy. He's like, "Yo, let's go to this place after the show," because they were telling me that Houston gets wild. So we go to this place, and it's like this empty looking. There's no signs on it, and I like look. And there's a front door, but it was locked. We try to go in. There's a back door. It was locked. And we go to the front again. There's a guy standing there. He's apparently the manager. And so he lets us in. And we go in.
Do you need like a code word to get in this place?
I think usually you do, actually. But because the guy I was with. Yeah. There's an upside down pineapple on the door, too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't know, upside down pineapple it's a sign for swingers.
Mm-hmm. And so he lets us in. There's like a dance floor, a bar, a stage, and then there's these 2 rooms. And I talk about this on stage sometimes. There's these 2 rooms. One apparently is like for singles and one is for couples. I have no idea which one was which. But I go into one room and no one was in there. There's like a dance pole and there's like other bedrooms in that room. And there's like some porn playing on TV. And I was like, that's just a normal Wednesday morning
What's up,
for me.
step bro? What's up, sis?
Yeah. So it was nothing like too crazy.
Yeah.
And
Standard.
then I go into another room, the other room, and there's like more dance poles. People are kind of chilling there. But once you go into the actual room, there's a bed. And then like people just lined up in this semicircle around the bed watching this couple have sex.
Damn.
And like you can go into other rooms or other people like just boning, and I was so uncomfortable. I was like trying to talk to people and make conversation with the other people watching. And
I do comedy. Can you follow my Instagram? Coming out to a show.
Yeah.
Here, scan this QR code. It'll take you to all my stuff.
Any good food around here? I was just saying like stupid stuff, and I would like try to. There was one where I was just watching because I was trying to fit in, and this dude was.
You like walk up with your hands in your pockets, just like, yep, that's pretty good technique, huh?
Yeah. Great form, sir.
Yeah.
Good stuff, sir. And
Wow,
so
he's like really sweaty. Is he okay? Should we help? Should we get him a water?
Does he need a back massage right now? Yeah. Should I join? And this is so I talk about this on stage, and I'll get into how that ties in later. But I talk about this bit on stage because this is a true thing that happened when I was getting so uncomfortable that I just became like a Mexican maid and I started cleaning the place. I started like throwing away trash. I'm like, do you want me to change the sheets for you? And so I started cleaning. And so I talk about the story on stage.
Yeah.
And then I did a show in the Bay Area and I told this story on stage. And then after, this woman comes up to me, shout out, you know who you are.
Oh.
Rebel. My gal. She comes up to me on stage.
She's named after the drink at Dutch Bros.
Yeah.
Rebel.
Oh, yeah.
She had a lot of energy. She's a real firecracker.
And so she comes up to me after the show. She's
A lot of taurine in that woman. Sorry. Okay.
No, it's okay. What's taurine?
Isn't it in Red Bulls? I know that's different than a Rebel, but
Oh, I don't know.
it's like one of those ingredients. It's like part of the
One of those
concoction of
artificial- yeah,
energy.
yeah.
I don't know.
And so she comes up to me after the show. She's like, "Oh my God, have you seen the swingers clubs in Vegas? They're a lot of fun." And I was like, "No, I haven't. I've only like done this one in Houston. I've never, you know."
You're like,
She's
and I didn't really do anything. I was cleaning up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard my story.
Yeah.
I wasn't cleaning up like that. I was literally
I was
cleaning.
literally cleaning the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she comes up to me and she's like, "Well, we're like from Northern California and we do parties, you know, here and here, and you should come out to one." And so I was like, "Oh, cool. And
I'll bring my mop and my broom and
Yeah.
some Mr. Clean.
Yeah. And so, yeah, but she's really nice, and she'll come to shows sometimes. And you know what's funny is she actually has a party tonight.
Where are you going?
No, because I think my family and I were going to go out to dinner.
Oh, bring your family.
I should.
Just put all your locations on your phone so you know not to go into which room, you know? You just share locations and be like, okay, not that room right now. Mom's in there. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe we'll all go. Maybe we'll do a little barbecue at
Yeah.
the place.
Yeah, or just like for dessert, you know? Just a little slice of heaven.
Oh God. So yeah, and so she would invite me to parties. She has one tonight, and yeah, cool gal. So I've yet to go to an actual swingers party and participate.
Oh, okay, so she's invited you, but you haven't gone.
I haven't gone yet. No,
Okay, so the only swinger experience you've had is cleaning up at Houston.
I've just been a spectator.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I haven't actually participated yet.
Little wallflower.
Yeah,
You're a little-
and I'm not opposed to. I don't think I'd be opposed as a single man
Yeah.
to participate.
You're at the right age. You gotta.
Yeah,
It's a good way to get out of your system so you can meet the one, you know?
I just don't know if I could do it in front of other people. You know?
Has anyone been like, but you're a comedian, you're in front of people all the time? Because that's kind of annoying. It's like, it's different. It's a different
It's
thing.
very different.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm confident in my ability to make people laugh, but in my ability to fuck, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could get some pointers from people. But
It'll be like open micing. You're going to bomb. But eventually,
Yeah.
you'll get good at it.
Yeah.
You know, you'll start getting a reaction from the crowd. You'll be like, "Ooh, I'll do that again." You know?
yeah. Oh, you like that the way I did that? Okay.
Yeah. And before you know, you'll end up on a heart-shaped bed that's slowly spinning around for like 25 people to watch. It'll be like old men with their finger on their belly button, like, yeah.
See, I feel like if I go, they're gonna light me early. You know?
Yeah.
They're like, get this guy out of here.
You're like, is that a strobe light or am I getting lit? Like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on?
Only have a minute left. Okay.
It's like, how come that light's magenta?
So yeah. Have you ever been to a swingers thing?
No.
You want to go?
I have a girlfriend.
Just joking.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe in my 20s it would have been a thing maybe I would go to. I do sort of have a swinger story because when I lost my virginity, my best friend, his girlfriend and him were like weirdos. They were in band. I've tried to tell this story on stage, and I'll do it for a couple months, and it doesn't really work. Like some of it works, but it's usually awkward. I don't know if I haven't figured out how to tell the story without people being uncomfortable, because it's a weird story. But I was like a nerdy kid, and I was really shy. Like I'm still shy. I don't know, but they were my friend and his girlfriend. Like his girlfriend thought I was cute. And then they were like, well, we know you're a virgin, so do you want to have sex with her? So I just had sex with my best friend's girlfriend when I was like 17 or 18.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Did he watch?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I guess I'll commit this to my podcast. No, but yeah, because like...
And I'm the swinger in this situation?
Well, your dad made it all mysterious. Like, I'll let him explain. Like, there was a whole lot of story there to get into or something. But no, like, yeah, it was just, they were just like, yeah, do you want... I mean, I don't remember exactly the conversations. But what's the funny part to me is
your friend just encouraging you.
he's just like,
come on,
get
Luke.
it, you know?
Nice.
Nice. Hit her from the left. She likes from the left.
Yeah.
I noticed your dick goes to the left. Use it.
He's calling timeouts. You guys are like drawing up plays.
Yeah. I'm trying not to like bump into his boner where like our butts are sticking out.
Wait, was it both of you? Wait,
No,
were you
no,
guys-
no.
Oh,
No,
okay. Yeah, I was like-
but the funny part is that at the time, so like his mom had a daycare where all these kids would go, and him and his brothers like lived in the house, so they had their rooms, but they shared their house with this daycare where there's like just neighborhood kids around all the time.
Oh.
So at that point, like I grew up going to the daycare because it was like, oh, he's your best friend, and my mom and dad work, so it'd be like where I go after school, whatever. And the summer, like I'd spend all my time at their house, and so like my best friend's like room, we went in there. There's no lock on the door, but it was like peak daycare hours. It was like 2 p.m. on a Wednesday, you know, like during the summer or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't know. I've tried to tell the jokes, like add jokes into it and make it funny. Like Diego gave me this tag that was kind of like, you know, it was like a yin yang or like a dark and light. Like on one side of the door there was like children finger painting. On the other side there was like teenagers finger banging. You know, it kind of works. It's like, it's not, it's just like, it's hard to tell the story and make it funny. But so we go in there and then it's just like awkward because we sort of talked about it, but not a lot, you know, there wasn't like, you know, and I didn't really, like, I didn't really find her attractive. It was kind of just like, I want to lose my virginity, so I'm going to do it, you know.
How did this conversation start?
I mean, my friend and I are just really, we're always like, open talking about stuff, like we're, you know, it's kind of weirdly progressive. Like we would just talk and like, I don't know, like, yeah, when you jerk off, does this happen? Or, you know, I don't know,
Okay,
like maybe a lot of dudes do that. Yeah.
Normal stuff, I would say.
Yeah. And so I think just at some point I knew he would like tell me that they were like swingers with other band kids because they were in band.
I heard band kids get down.
Yeah, it's not just an American Pie thing. It's not just a joke from that movie series.
Yeah,
it's real.
That stereotype's real. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, I think theater kids are similar. They're also like, they get down.
Yeah.
Probably more than the quarterbacks and the cheerleaders, honestly. I bet the cheerleaders and quarterbacks, like, they just match up and they're like, don't cheat on me ever.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, the band geeks and the
They're
theater
having
kids.
fun.
Yeah, they're like, we're all artists and we're weird and like whatever. Dungeons and Dragons, will you fuck me with your tentacles? Like, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I guess they had already done swinging with people, and then so we I forget like how we decided what day and whatever, but the three of us go into his room and then we close the door and then there's no lock on the door. So what happens is like his girlfriend, he goes and sits down on his futon/bed, like on the corner, like all the way on the other side of the room. She takes her pants and her panties off, and then she sits down against the door on the floor to like block the door, so like a kid can't just run in. So like I'm getting ready to have sex with a doorstop, basically. That's like who I'm going to lose my virginity to, is this girl, and she's like, to paint the picture, she was like 6 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
Or 5'10". I mean, she was like my height or taller. And she looked like a big, goofy anime nerd. She wasn't like fat, but she was just kind of like that nerdy sort of person you see walk around a convention that's like...
The nerdy convention build.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I know what build you're talking about.
Yeah. And just kind of like, it's just funny because she would like speak in sort of that quick, like, I don't know, you know, like, I don't know if I can do an impression of it. But it was definitely like, she's a nerd, and I'm not a nerd. So anyway, so she does all that, and then I'm just like, okay. Like, there was no kissing. It wasn't like, okay, like, so turn the lights down.
Like business transaction. Just like...
That's what it felt like, yeah.
No. But what a homie to like...
Yeah.
Let you...
I don't know, and I've never repaid...
I don't know what to say. Borrow his girlfriend for...
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yes. Well, I did have to give him like 6 goats, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a story for another podcast, is stealing those goats. But no, and like, yeah, so I just kind of also took my pants off, and then I got down, and it was just kind of like it wasn't quite McLovin where it's like, is it in? But it was like, yeah, I think it's in. Like I had to put a condom on, obviously. And then I just put it in, and like it was like literally 2 or 3 or 4 pumps, and I just finished. And then she was like, oh, "Okay." And then I guess my friend, I'm trying not to say his name because I mean I've done the joke and I've said his name because it's funny, but I'm not recording it. It's just to an audience that's going to forget. But I guess like the first time I was going to do this as a joke on stage, it was at like Stab had one of those shows that's like a storytelling show. So I did the story. It was like a scary stories. So I was like, this is scary, weird, because it's awkward. And he was there. Like weirdly, he was actually in town. So I was asking him about it. And I was like, yeah, why did you stay in the room? Like, because I was like,
make sure no funny business, no kissing or any other
exactly
funny business is going on.
Right. I've tried to make that a joke too. I'm like, yeah, but this is all funny business. Like literally everything about this is funny business.
Yeah.
Like we are doing funny business. So, but he told me the reason he stayed in the room is he was thinking like, oh, after Luke goes, then I'll go. Like, I'll just go next. So he thought like, it'll be fine and then I'll have sex with her and that's cool. But it was so awkward. He told me that it just didn't happen. Like he was just like, okay, I guess we're done.
Wait. He said that it was so awkward. Like him watching, he felt awkward, or
like just the whole situation. It wasn't the right vibe afterwards for him to be like, now I'll have sex with my girlfriend. It was just weird, So
nice job, Luke, for beating it up.
Yeah,
beating that pussy up. Let me get in there now.
It was more like it wasn't beating it up. It was more like just wet noodle. Like, I mean, I was rock hard, but just the amount of time and the lack of technique was wet noodle. Super wet noodle.
That's crazy that he was just sitting there watching too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good story though. That's a really dope story.
Yeah. It's hella dope, dude. I would feel like it has a happy ending. Like now I'm, successful with ladies. I have an amazing girlfriend, so.
I met her. She's very nice.
Yes.
Very nice gal.
I love her very much. Yeah. So, and I remember like afterwards I went into the other room and I sort of like, I feel like I had a fever because at the time I was still like went to church all the time and I felt religious. So I remember feeling sick, like, oh no, did I do something wrong? And then I don't know, never use this as a joke, but I felt like the Holy Spirit was leaving my body for sitting.
Oh really?
Like just
see ya.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. You just ruined it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gave up your innocence
to
this
like,
anime
you're never
bitch.
Going to heaven.
Yeah. And then and we were watching like Resident Evil, the second one, whatever that shitty movie was, and that was how I lost my virginity.
Oh, that was playing while that was all going on?
Well, afterwards, I think we were in the other room watching that movie for some reason.
All three of you guys?
Yeah, or maybe the other kids.
That's
Like, I don't know.
awesome.
His brothers were there. Like, I don't know. So, yeah, that's how that happened. I don't know.
You guys are just all three, and he's massaging your neck. You're
okay.
in the middle.
Next time will be better.
Yeah.
Not with her. She's over this, but...
Dude, yeah, you should tell that. That's so funny. That's such a funny story.
I might be able to make it funnier now. I feel more skilled at comedy, but I need to write more jokes. Like, I don't have enough material.
How much material do you have? Like,
I did 28 minutes at Laughs earlier this year because Wendy Lewis had me headline her show.
oh, cool.
And I was supposed to do 20, and then the day of, she's like, you can do 30. And I'm like, what? I don't know about that. Like, 20, I can do 20, but, it feels like I'm doing everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I pulled out some old stuff, and I riffed. I riffed with this bachelorette party for like 5 or 6 minutes, which was nice. It filled up a lot of time. Excuse me.
Nice.
How much time do you have?
I don't know. It's hard. Maybe because I do songs too, and I've had those.
That's kind of nice. It's like, I don't want to call it a cheat code, but it can extend your set.
100%. So like, and I have 3 of them, and like 2 of them I had before I even started. It was when I was doing the ukulele stuff in college, and so I kind of just added to that and I rewrote most of it. But I already had those songs, so with everything that I have now, with the songs, like it could get me. Like I said, it's kind of a cheat code. I could probably get close to 35.
That's pretty good. That's definitely safe
Maybe
feature
40.
territory, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
do you do like 20 on the road, or what do you do for Jim or Carlos?
It depends. It depends what gig. Oh, okay. Buddy-
Payment confirmation from AT&T.
Buddy texting you. He's at the daycare.
Yeah. He's like, where are you at? Trying to smash.
We got that new Resident Evil movie on.
Yeah. Mila Jovovich is calling to us. The T virus. You ready to get this T virus?
What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
35 minutes.
Yeah, like. Oh, on the road.
How much do you do with Carlos? Yeah.
It depends how many people are with us. Usually, like in LA, it'll be shorter because there's a lot of people.
Right.
And he's really nice about it too because he'll give everyone stage time, which is really cool. But if it's just like me and him, I'll probably do 20 minutes.
Okay.
And he's very chill about.
Like if you go over a little bit.
Yeah, he's not.
Does he do like a full hour, like 60 then, or?
Dude, he can do so much time.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he's got like 5 hours in his head.
Oh yeah,
That's
just
not even
hours
filmed,
and
probably.
hours and hours and hours of material.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the show, or like, you know, because I've seen him do really long, and then I think now he doesn't do as long as when I first started out with him. And I've heard stories of like when the other openers, he would do like a really, really long show.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really, really cool to watch, especially like just learning, you know?
Yeah, you probably get a lot of like just seeing how it's supposed to be done. Because whatever you think about Carlos Mencia, obviously there was controversy, but he's still a pro. Like he's still one of the best.
He's very, very good.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sure it's because I think that's why people, when they do move to LA or New York and they start trying to get in at real clubs and whatever, I think you can, if you are good or if you really want to do it, you just learn faster because while you're waiting to get on stage, you're watching like, you know, the best comedians in the world.
Yeah.
So you're just like, that's what I have to be that good or better in order to make this happen.
100%.
So if you're just kind of hanging out in your scene, you can kind of be okay or not amazing because you, like, I feel like I started getting better when I went on the road with JR because I'm like watching him and whoever's featuring. And then I was like, oh, I have to be that good. That's my standard. And then when I go to an open mic, I'm like, what is this guy doing? He's wasting his time right now.
Yeah.
You know, with what he's talking about this weird thing or wearing sunglasses on stage for no reason or whatever thing is going on.
Yeah.
I think that guy that has sunglasses, he needs them for his eyesight, but still, he's got like
Is that a
sensitive
specific
eyes.
guy? Like,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
Well,
know
the first time I saw him, I was like, "What are you doing? Are you a vampire? Like, why are you doing this?" It's like it's already dark here in the back of the Golden Bear. You don't need to wear these. You know what I mean?
I'm not laughing at him because I don't know who he is. I was just laughing that.
I forgot his name. I feel bad, but he's a nice guy. I think. I don't know. There's just a few like newer people that. Some people you get to know and you're friends with, and some of them are just, they're always over there. I don't know. Like, maybe he'll get good, but
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to him. No, I'm not talking shit. He's a nice guy. But he does wear sunglasses on stage, and it's weird to me.
That's funny.
Ableism.
Yeah.
But yeah, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, doing shows. He does. Oh, Yeah. I think just like being around greatness, it makes you better.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially if you're like intuitive and you're talented, you'll get it, you know?
Yeah, it's I definitely like pick up. I see myself influenced by his performance.
Yeah.
Like I'll do something, I'm like, oh, that was very. We say Ned-esque.
Yeah.
You know, my dad and I were like, oh, I definitely got that from Ned. Like I don't know if it's like a little intonation of the voice or it's like a performative thing,
like a mannerism or something.
Yeah, something like that.
A delivery of some kind.
Yeah. And so when I catch myself doing that, I'm like, oh shit, I need to make it my own. And I always tell him like, I think I see myself be so influenced by your stuff. And he's like,
that's okay. I used to do that. Just kidding. I don't even know.
I
I
do
don't
not.
even know. All I heard was on YouTube stuff, so I can't really say. Sorry. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
all good.
Yeah.
But so like he's like, oh, just don't worry, just make it your own, basically.
Yeah.
So he'll want me to like,
It's cool that he's so supportive and like it's like we were talking about this Hogwarts game. It's like you're hanging out with your professor and he's just teaching you
Yeah.
how to do comedy spells.
yeah, dude, it's so awesome. I'm very blessed. So
Yeah. You'll be the next Brad Williams.
shoot,
Just taller.
yeah,
You're like, I'm still kind of short, but no.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'7", 8",
That's
5'8".
That's not short, actually. That's very average, if not tall. What's average?
Maybe 5'7".
Yeah.
I wish I was,
You wish you were taller?
I wish I was a baller.
I wish you were a shot caller.
Yeah.
Is that the next line?
I wish I had a rabbit and a hat. Or
I don't know.
something.
That's as far as I know as the song goes. I'm very white. Do you see these white thighs? I don't want to blind anyone. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's a good time.
Sweet. Do you want to write some jokes?
Yeah.
Do you got anything you're working on?
I have some some stuff I'm working on, but I thought I was in San Francisco this weekend with my family because we're at a wedding, and I was
Mazel
thinking
tov.
Mazel tov, yeah. And there were two things I was thinking of, but so my whole family, we're Asian, right? We're Filipino, and my whole family, they're like nurses, doctors, or lawyers, very successful. And it's very sad. Well, it's like pressure from it.
It's sad how successful we all are.
No. The sad part is later. I'll tell that. But,
Okay.
So the Asianness, it trickles down, right? My grandparents wanted
Mhm.
my dad and my uncle and my aunt to be doctors, lawyers, and they are.
Right.
And then that trickled down.
It's the expectation.
Yeah. And so it's sad because my grandparents have dementia, and they're like starting to forget everything. Even if we're like, let's say we're talking for 5 minutes, they'll forget something that we were just talking about.
It's like when you're talking to a video game character and they run out of stuff to say and you just push A again and they're like, welcome to my town.
Yeah. It's like that. Or like,
I feel bad, but that is like my grandma. I don't even know if she had dementia, but she would just kind of, it felt like you could go through the chat wheel of stuff she has, like you're playing Mass Effect.
Yeah.
And then just you push A again, you're like, oh, okay, I already got all this. Like,
Yeah.
She's like, yes, I went to the store this week and then this happened. And then, like, anyway, sorry.
I'll say it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my grandma does. She'll like forget what we talked about the previous day.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's always asking me, and like I've told her 1,000 times that I finished college already.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, Calen, when are you going to school? What are you studying in school? When are you going to go back? And so it's sad, but then she just now thinks that I finished med school. And then so like Friday I was like, oh yeah, I finished med school. And then Saturday I became a lawyer. I was like, yeah, I just passed my LSAT or whatever.
Oh, so
And
you tell her different stories every day?
different stories, and I become the favorite grandchild because she thinks I'm just doing all this crazy stuff because she can't remember. She's like, I am so proud. She almost gave me $300 because she thought I was getting married this weekend. She thought I was the one getting married.
I'm
She
getting
almost
married
gave
to
me-
Alexis, Texas.
Yeah.
She's like, wow, that's very
She's like,
cool.
oh, I love these Alexas, and
She's very talented.
and you're a doctor and lawyer now. I'm going to give you $300. They wrote out a card for me. It was crazy. So it's very sad, but yeah, the joke is like, or the thing I was thinking of, it's not even a joke. It was just like in the early stages,
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah.
Telling her different things you do.
Yeah, so I'm
'Cause
like...
that can escalate to like astronaut,
Yeah.
I'm with
yeah.
Elon, we just got back from Mars.
Yeah.
We're the first people to bone on Mars with, not each other,
Yeah.
women, but...
I just got on his Doge team, and we just got done firing all these
Yeah.
government workers.
That could be how you work in topical humor. It's just whatever you told your grandma is what happened.
Yeah.
Like, I work at Boston Dynamics. We just made that backflipping robot. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was kind of the thing, that I just tell her different stories each time.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought the idea was funny. I don't know where to go with it yet.
You could probably do stuff like, yeah, you know, mom and dad are getting divorced. I don't know, say something messed up, and then the next day she's like, I don't know. Then you could say like, I don't know, that's not funny. I was just trying to think of something crazy.
If I need anything, like,
I did a speed run on Bloodborne. I beat it in like 10 minutes. She's like, what? What is that?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What the fuck is Bloodborne? Isn't that a nursing thing?
Yeah. Is that the AIDS virus? Yeah. Did you get AIDS, Calen? You should stop going to those swinger parties.
I know you and look like to watch Resident Evil, but you have to stop.
You're going to get the D virus.
So yeah, are you working on anything?
Yeah, I feel like we didn't help you very much. Do you want? I don't know.
No. I mean, I'm still like, I like to really.
I just want to make sure we go through it, because I've had a couple times where I'll help, like we'll be trying to write and it doesn't really go anywhere, and then I'll bring up a joke and they're like, "That's cool," and then nothing. And so I just want you to feel like you got the experience.
No,
you know?
I'm so weird with like. I feel like writing. I really have to sit on it for a while and kind of.
Yeah.
Like
let it
marinate, but then also think of like possibilities on where to go.
Yeah.
Because like Carlos always tells me, like, when you have a bit, he says some of the stuff he sees that I could do better is like I stay too true to the story.
Yeah.
So when I do the
you don't want to like
bit,
lie or make something up, but that would make it funnier sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, he says, you know, you have the idea, just let that be more of the framework, and don't be afraid to embellish or, you know, totally go other directions. Don't be constrained by the actual story, like kind of like your imagination. So that's why it's hard for me, because I like to have time to think about, what if my grandma, what if we ran into, I don't know, another person with dementia, or what if we just like all these different routes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else is like funny about forgetting stuff. Or you could say maybe like something where you show your grandma like The Sixth Sense every day, and she's like, "That was a really great movie. Like, I can't believe that they tricked. Like, what a crazy twist, you know? Like,
Yeah.
You have like the M. Night Shyamalan movie club with her, but it's just The Sixth Sense.
It's just the one movie.
Yeah, something like that.
Or what's that other movie, 50 First Dates?
Oh yeah, you're like trying to give her the hint, like, Grandma, you keep forgetting everything.
Yeah.
Come on.
To convince her I'm her grandson every day.
I've actually never seen that movie all the way through, but he plays like a tape for her every day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he eventually somehow like they go sailing together, and he has to like convince her every day that, I'm not this weirdo.
Right, I didn't abduct you.
Yeah. We're not going to a certain island, I swear to God.
I don't know Jeffrey Epstein. I've only read about him in Time magazine. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking also, like you said, something about the $300. Maybe like you get $300 from her every day to fund your comedy career or something. I don't know. Yeah,
I could like make up some new accomplishment that deserves to be celebrated.
Like, Grandma, I need you to donate to my comedy website. It's called OnlyFans, because only my fans are on there. And you're my biggest fan, right, Grandma? It's like, well, of course, and then she donates more money.
I am your biggest fan.
Yeah.
I want to... Yeah, I gotta play around with it.
Okay. I get what you're saying, though. Sometimes, like, there's some bits that you need that time for it to just sort of figure out in your head what it is.
Yeah, because this just happened, and I'm like, I don't know where...
Yeah. Well, like when my dad died, I have jokes about it now, but it took months for it to turn into actually being funny. Because I did a show the day after the funeral.
Did you talk?
I did, and it wasn't funny. Like, it was just weird. I think and it was such a fun set where I would have a really great joke, and then I would say something like about that, and it would bring it down. Then I'd do a joke again and bring the crowd back. Like, it was a weird... I think I have the set somewhere. It was... There's this guy named like Jeffrey his Instagram was like Jeffrey the Giraffe or something like that. And he's like this guy. What is it called? What's that town? Oh, it's like on the way to LA. Fuck. It was like in a hotel in the ballroom type of conference room thing. It was a really good show. What?
Visalia?
No. It's like, you know, when you go past Turlock or Stockton or like whatever, you get, and you're on 5 and you go to that part where there's sort of like hills and you turn left and then now you're really going south.
Oh, yeah.
It's like somewhere around there. Oh, I almost had Patterson, California.
Oh, huh.
And it's like right off the freeway, but there's like a Best Western or something. He used to do a show in like their conference room.
Oh,
and it was super fun. It was a great show. It was like me, Becky Lynn, and I think the headliner was Jimmy Maniz. Great show. And so, no, and...
Wait,
yeah.
what did you say about your dad?
I can't remember.
Oh, shit.
I think I did. So the first thought I had, and I have tried to work this into the joke, but I don't know how to say it without, 1, sounding too racist, and 2, like, just can't get it to work. Maybe you can help with this. This could be the one we work on for me.
Okay.
This is true, okay? This is really what happened. And I just noticed it. And maybe I was just like, maybe it was just weird. So maybe I just thought I saw it. But like when my dad, it was like open caskets. You could see him, and his eyes were closed, obviously, but he was in a car accident. So like, I think they had to do some stuff maybe to fix, I don't know. And so he kind of had like, his eyes were a little pulled back in a racial manner. And so the joke I thought was kind of maybe a thing is just like, maybe the coroner or the mortician was like racist, and he was like, oh, car accident, I know what to do. You know what I mean? So he like fixed how he looked or something. That's like sort of the joke I was going for, but I haven't been able to deliver it without it sounding terrible, or, is it something I can even say? Like, cause it's what he looked like, but no one else has been, like, no one at the audience was there to see it. So it's just me saying it. So it sounds like I'm just saying something extremely racist.
So he just looks super Asian.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's not funny.
It's not funny.
Not that, not the... you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That I see, yeah.
It's okay, though. I mean, it's hard to... Sometimes I can do the dad jokes, and it's fine. And I think if I'm running out of time, sometimes I don't introduce it properly, and then it doesn't get as big of a laugh or as good of a laugh. So, but I've been trying to work on that, like introing the whole subject matter, because people are always kind of like, "Oh, your dad," I've been. That's actually a good point with what Carlos was saying about like stretching the truth of it, because the truth is we didn't have a good relationship because I had sex with a girl at his house once, and he knew, and he wouldn't talk to me for like until he died.
Yeah.
But like in the joke, I'll say we had like a fun roasty relationship. We like to fuck with each other,
Yeah.
So, and he was a clean freak. So now when I go visit him, I don't bring flowers or bring a bottle of hand sanitizer, and I leave it right where he can't reach it. Haha,
Yeah.
And then it's kind of funnier because you're like, oh, they were like good, and they like it's like sweet. He's like fucking with him. But the reality is like he was an asshole. So, if you say that though, then it sounds like, one, I'm like, fuck you, dad, you're dead, bitch. Like that's kind of mean and doesn't really, it's not as funny.
Yeah. It could be like more awkward than funny.
Yeah. Like they just don't know how to feel. So that's where I think the lying thing can kind of come in. Or not lying, but just stretching and being creative.
Yeah.
Creative liberties. So.
No, I think there's something there with the Asian thing.
Yeah. I feel like it's, if I can tell it in a way that reveals it properly, where it's all on the mortician, it's funnier maybe. I think it has to be where I'm saying what happened and then realizing like the mortician did this. Like I'm just noticing it, type of thing. I mean, the reality is like they probably just had to like fix something because he was in a car accident,
Yeah.
Kind of not funny, but
well, that sounds weird that it's because was his face like okay?
Yeah, it looked okay.
That's weird that.
But I don't know if he like hit his head and they had to like stretch his skin, and maybe they were just like this is hard, you know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I'm not a mortician, you know. We could ask Morty. Maybe Morty knows.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, well, a lot of times white people do look Asian afterwards because the face sinks a little bit because of
It's actually a
settling.
running joke between us. We like to just pull back the eyes. His hair's like in chopsticks.
He's wearing a kimono.
They're not even trying to hide it anymore.
He's like made up like a geisha. He's got white face with red, rosy cheeks.
He has those bamboo sandals with the...
They bind his feet in the coffin. His whole thing's open. His feet are just broken with tape around them. Maybe that's where the joke goes.
I know my dad was a samurai. What the fuck?
He was an engineer at Caltrans. What's going on here? I didn't know he was a Ronin.
Yeah, that's strange that they did that. Well, not to laugh at your dad. My bad.
It's okay. No, you have permission for this
Okay.
whole... Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
See, that's the thing.
It
You're a
feels wrong.
comedian. I know. That's why it's such a tough bit to work on. That's why like the stuff I've made work, it feels good because one, it's like a good way to deal with like sadness, I think, is like humor.
100%.
But also it's like a fun puzzle as far as comedy. That's why I like dark jokes or messed up stuff, because if you can get people to laugh at it, it feels like you unlocked some kind of...
Yeah.
Like it's like a skill or a puzzle that you figured out, you know?
100%. There's this one joke that I used to do when I first started out. It was about someone at my school, like a faculty member, and this person got in trouble for like asking like kids for shirtless pictures and doing all this inappropriate stuff. And so the joke was like, what did they have that I didn't have? Because
Right.
he would also pay these kids a lot of money for like shirtless pictures, whatever, blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
so the joke was, what do these kids that have that I don't have? How come I was never
Yeah.
the chosen one, you know?
The chosen one.
And so back to what you're saying about bits being puzzles, is that always got a weird reaction and was never really like too funny. And so now, after doing it for, you know, a little bit, I'm trying to figure out a way to make that funny again. Because it's like a story that happened to me. You know, it's like
Yeah.
not some made up...
Right. You're not just doing it because it's like this happened at your school
Yeah.
and you weren't chosen.
Yeah.
I will say, though, I've heard that joke before. Like, it's on It's Always Sunny. There's an episode where Mac is like, why didn't he pick me?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck. I gotta go at it from a different angle then.
I mean, you could use that. I think it's okay if you start there, but yeah, you have to add stuff to it to make it
Yeah.
transformative. Because otherwise it's like, yeah, you just be like, women be shopping almost. I mean, not to that degree of
No, I
like
know what you
everyone
mean.
says that thing, but
Yeah.
I've heard it a couple times. So.
Yeah. Damn it. Okay.
But I mean, it's not.
But that's the other part of the
I
puzzle.
know that you had that. It's like your original thought you had of that. So it's like, I think you should still be able to do it. You just have to, you have to find your version of like, I don't know, maybe something about maybe that's why you do, because you have this thing on the internet where you show your nipples and stuff like
do.
that. So maybe that's why you do it, is because you're trying to get Mr. Fuller to accept you,
Yeah.
and pay you for
Yeah.
your like, and that's why I have an OnlyFans, and like someday it'll be like fuller@yahoo.com, and I'll be like, yes,
Yeah.
finally,
But that's another thing. Like that's part of the puzzle. Like if you know,
Mr.
someone-
Fuller, 5th period at yahoo.com. He makes an email just for you, so he knows
Yeah.
it was the class that you were in.
Oh yeah. Damn it! I wish they didn't do it in Sunny. Fuck. But that's the fun part.
Sorry, mate.
It's okay.
It's better, if you apologize in a British accent, it takes the edge off.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Just gonna have to rework that one.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I guess I'll just do a different angle. I haven't done it in a while, so
Have you added to it though, or is that the extent of the joke? Kind of.
I've tried to add to it. I was trying to make it a song,
Oh, okay.
but
That could be a way. Yeah, you just like, because you could write a bunch of lyrics that kind of say the same thing, but they're rhyming and funny. You know?
yeah, because I was trying to like rewrite it, and part of it was like instead of being like, oh, what does he have that, or what did they have that I don't have, is coming at it from like a very confident, like I hear, oh, this dude got paid hundreds of dollars to do a shirtless pic. I'm next. He's definitely going to pick me. And so then part of the thing I was writing was like, we all get in the showers and they're like, Calen, why are you taking so long? And I'm like, don't worry, Billy, you guys go on ahead. Just know dinner's on me tonight. And then I try to stay in the locker room and do all this stuff, but he doesn't pick me and it makes me mad. So I thought of it from that angle, but...
Maybe you owe like the school bully money and you're like, this is how I'll pay him off.
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
I'm
like,
begging him to take pictures of me.
He's going to beat me up if you don't sexually abuse me.
Yeah.
Like, which abuse are you trying to try to stave off one abuse by doing another one?
It's actually pretty funny. I like that.
Yeah, you could maybe try it.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Shit. I was going to ask you about equipment.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if this is...
we could wrap it up with this equipment stuff.
This is going to be a boring question.
That's okay. We're at the end. If anyone made it this far, comment. I always say this. Comment below. Let us know if you made it this far.
Yeah, this is going to be a boring thing to end it on, and I apologize for that. That's
it's
my
okay.
bad.
We can make it interesting.
I was just going to ask... Okay, so I'm thinking of getting the DJI Mic Mini.
Okay.
Or the Rode.
Oh, yeah, the little square guy.
The square ones.
Those are supposed to be good.
But DJI also has like another one that's not the Mini. But as we kind of talked about earlier, a lot of my content is just my ass, my nipples, or like daily vlogs.
Yeah.
But I wonder how it would do like on stage too. What do you recommend? And I've asked you this before.
Mm-hmm. What did I say before? Do you remember? Or do I don't remember.
You said, I think you recommended another brand.
Okay, let me grab the thing I have. Just talk for a second.
Okay.
Or maybe, I don't know, remember what I said before, or what you're looking for, or what you're trying to do. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll listen from there.
What up, Epic Tiki? You learned a lot about me today. And I feel like we've become closer. You know, I've gone to some swingers parties. Oh.
It wasn't that long. Okay. So I got this thing. It's by Hollyland. It comes in this little case.
Yeah.
I think some people are interested in this, and if it's mostly comedians watching, they'll want to know. So this one I bought, it comes in this. This is like a case that it has a charger in it, so you can plug the case in with this USB cable and charge it. But the case itself charges, and inside there's these units. So there's like a receiver. I don't ever use this middle thing, but you can plug this into your camera, I think.
Does it work with your iPhone too?
I don't know. Maybe. Do you usually record your sets with iPhone?
Not all the time, but like I would use it a lot for like just the silly videos that I do, and I would probably use my iPhone a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. We'd have to look that up, but it comes with, you can get one or two. Excuse me. I got two because that way if I do want to podcast with this, I can. And I've done it. So this little unit, it's like a recorder. It has a clip, so you can like clip it to something. It also has a magnet, so you can kind of like...
Oh, put it under your shirt or whatever.
And then it's just there. And it maybe pulls your shirt down. It looks weird, but if you're wearing a t-shirt, it kind of works. I've seen like fitness influencers do like with your hat, they'll like put this here.
Oh, yeah.
Or just people do that. Although it's kind of facing the wrong way because that's where the mic is. Anyways, I've seen people do that as like I guess I could have done it to my hat. But this thing is great. It gets great audio. If you buy this little setup, it comes with, so you can buy lavalier mics that plug into them, which aren't too much more expensive, but it's separate. They sell this on Amazon. I really like it. I hope we get a sponsorship deal out of this. That'd be cool.
Oh.
But yeah, and then it just has a standard like clip, like the whole lavalier thing. You can put that under your shirt strategically or over if you don't care if people see it. And then they also come with little covers. So I think mine came with like this dead cat type of thing. They usually call it. Everyone hates that because it sounds awful. But this is like if it's really windy outside, this will cut most or all of the wind.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know if there's like a smaller one. But yeah, basically, this is like a great system.
So how much is that?
This is like $250.
Okay.
So it's not too bad.
Because the DJI mic mini ones, I think it's like $170.
They have similar ones, and there's like cheaper ones and probably more expensive ones of these things. So I think they're all pretty good. There was one video I saw. This guy had a great video with like the Rode, the DJI, and this thing, the Hollyland. But it's like 2 or 3 years old now, so I don't know if there's like a newer.
But honestly,
newer stuff.
like, how much better are they really? Like, if one's like better than the other, you know?
For me, it's like ease of use. Like the Rode didn't sound appealing to me because they had their own little program for managing the sound, like the files. This one literally, so if you just use this guy on its own, it has a USB on the bottom, so you can just plug this in with a USB-C to your computer, and it comes up as like a little mini hard drive or SD card type of thing.
Oh, shit.
You could drag and drop the file over, and they have like folders within this thing, so like it'll make a new folder when you record, I think, and then you can just go in there, drag the file over, and now your WAV file is with your other stuff in your computer.
Dope.
So if you're using like editing software like Premiere or DaVinci or even like CapCut on your computer, you can organize everything. So you could film video and then match the audio in the program and just have it all, like, so it's just really easy to use. That's why I like this one so much.
Huh.
And it's also like I said, you can use this mic or the lavalier. They both work great and they sound awesome. So the only reason I don't use it for this is they do kind of pick up close to each other. So even if we're using the lav mics, when you're both talking, it can be kind of echoey.
Oh, okay.
So it almost would be better outside or where there's less echo, or maybe if you're further apart somehow. But if you're using this for comedy and you're on stage, you could wear the lav mic like hidden, or just kind of, if you don't care if people can see it. And then you can get like mic audio basically. So you don't have to pull from the board at the club if it's annoying, or if you're on a showcase and you're not going to be the guy who's like, can I use,
Yeah.
there's like 12 people on the show.
Yeah.
It's a cool way to get that. I think Drew Schaefer, I think he has something like this, and he'll put it on the stool and sort of get like audience.
Their audio, like their laughter and stuff.
Yeah. Cause so my camera we're using is an FX3, and it comes with like a like a handle that goes on top of it that you can plug an XLR mic into. So we have a shotgun mic that's recording room audio, so I can match this up. But that's what I use for shows. I'll record and I get the audience. The only thing I'm still trying to figure out that I realize kind of sucks is when my camera's in the back of the room and I'm filming, I'm picking up the speakers. So I'm picking up the comedian, whether it's me or someone else that I'm filming on stage. You're getting this like echoey room. Like, when you hear a really good special, you hear this clear microphone voice, and then you hear the audience really well.
Yeah.
But you don't have the echoey in-room comedian voice. But that is like you pick up way too much of the speaker. So
Oh, I see.
I think maybe there's a way to use this where you pick up more audience and less of like the speakers in the room picking up like projecting the comedian that's performing. So was that boring? Comment down below. Does that answer your question? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've been trying to get into like just making better quality videos, and
It's hard. It's expensive.
Yeah, and then I just want to record my sets just like with my phone because it's so easy.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to find something that is easy to use with my iPhone, because I have the DJI like tripod thing that like follows you around and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like for video?
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah. Let me see. I was going to see. I wonder if there's an app for Hollyland. Because maybe there's an app they have, and then you can like sync it. I don't know. I haven't tried to do that. Ooh, Hollyland Lark. Lark Sound. It looks like they do have that. I think, yeah, we'd have to experiment and see if this works. But it looks like there's a Lark Sound app. Oh, it's all in Chinese in the description. So that means it's real. M2. Yeah, so I don't know if you can like... But I'm assuming like... Oh. I don't know which one I have. But there's like different products on here. So maybe there's like a Bluetooth function and you can sync it. And then you could just record to your phone. But that's the thing too. It's like you can record... Like if you record over your video with this, that's the only audio you have. Sometimes it's good to have like the audio from your phone and that if you want to balance the two or mess with it and try to do different stuff. But a lot of comedians too don't want to spend all this extra time doing stuff, so maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm so bad at editing. I've been learning.
It takes a lot. Like, I'll forget how much I know, and then I'll see some other comic trying to edit or show them, and they're like, wait, what?
Painful.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I know all the keyboard shortcuts and how the software works. Like, I use Premiere. Because I was trying to teach Yassine one time, like, how to do stuff, and he was so slow. And I was like, what are you doing? But it's like, no, he never does this. So, of course, like, I would be that slow if I just started.
Yeah.
But I've just been editing so long, I know how to do it all quickly.
I just use CapCut now.
I've heard it's pretty good. Like, I think it's getting better all the time, you know?
Yeah, I have the mobile version, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm like, not bougie, but I'm particular. So I like to do like edit to the second, like my little captions, but then it takes longer. So I don't know. I'm probably doing it wrong. Phase out.
No, your stuff is great. Every time, like...
Thank you. But I don't have those cool effects. Like, some people do the thing where it like pops up, or it, you know, every word is like, you know what I mean? It is like a little animation almost.
Yeah.
Or it's color, you know, different colors and stuff. I can kind of do that, but I'd have to do more work.
Is there not like an AI caption thing on Premiere or whatever?
There is, but maybe it's better now. But the last time I used it, it would get all the text, or the, you know, it'd do it, but I'd have to drag them all to a different it would do it a little late, and I'd have to check everything, because sometimes people mumble or the audio is not the best, so it would put the wrong words in. So I have to still go through and check it and adjust it. So I was like, I'll just keep doing it by hand. I don't know.
That sounds time consuming. Damn.
I should try that again, though, because they always improve it. Like, it updates all the time, and it's better. So I don't know. We'll see.
Shoot.
Do you have any more questions about it?
I don't think so. No. Yeah, dude, your videos are good. Like, when you recorded my set that one time at Punch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. It was amazing. And then even your podcast videos, too.
Yeah.
Amazing. Your stand-up clips and your... Shit.
Thank you.
You want to watch Resident Evil right now? Sorry, stupid joke. My bad. Sorry.
Hell yeah. Let's watch all 12 Resident Evil movies. I think there was like a shitty Netflix reboot too. We could watch that. But yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope to turn all that skill into movie making soon.
Hell yeah.
Which you can follow that at Hellgig on Instagram, at Hellgig Film rather. And I don't know, if you're a millionaire and you want to give us money, please do. Message us, DM me on Instagram, send me your favorite Resident Evil movie recommendation, or just send me a picture of a pineapple and a key, you know. We'll swing. We'll swing for the fences. I don't know. Okay. What do you want to plug?
Just hang out with me on Instagram. I think it's _Calen.G_. I just tell people Calen.G. CALEN.G. And yeah, Facebook too, Calen Genobaga. TikTok. Come hang out. Come to a show. And vibe.
Go see Carlos Mencia on the road. You'll see Calen.
Yeah, that's true too. If you look at his schedule,
Yeah.
I will probably be there. So.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know when this comes out, because I have another episode ahead of this one. I'm trying to bank some episodes. So right now we're doing every 2 weeks. But I'm hoping at some point to do every week, but then that's more work. So I'm like,
Seems like you've been putting some heavy podcast work in.
Well, yeah. Let's wrap this up, and then I'll tell you stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Thank you for watching and listening and whatever. Subscribe, and we love you, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.